guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm bringing you another Christmas video. I'm going to be showing you the things I picked up at Target from the new Hearth and Hand Christmas line. And I've already put away one thing, and that was the small dog bed. I love that they released pet items this time. They had some really cute coats and sweaters, hats, which my dogs would probably kill me if I tried to put on them, but they were adorable. And then they also had a collar and a leash set that was really nice. But we don't do collars, we do harnesses because I have small dogs, so I couldn't do that. But the bed is awesome. The quality on it is great, and it's soft. I was worried that it was going to be too canvasy and rough, but it's not. So, without talking about that anymore, let me show you guys what I picked out to decorate with for Christmas. So the first thing I picked up was this table runner, and this actually isn't specifically Christmas. I'm going to use this probably after this video. I'll restyle my table. But it's just a dark plaid. So it's got green, black, navy, and red. And I don't know if they're all going to pick up on the camera. But I have last year's, which is green and black, and I love it. So I was thinking that it would be cool to have another option to kind of swap out with the red color for the season. And I also picked up a set. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. That was $17.99. And you're probably thinking like the Dollar Spot has runners too. The Dollar Spot runners are smaller, which is convenient because I have a small table, but these are wider. It covers more of my table and it just looks a little more substantial. So while there's nothing wrong with the Dollar Spot ones, I have a ton of those and love them. I do like the quality of the Hearth and Hand ones better. Now onto the napkin rings. I picked up a set. Of these napkin rings, and this was $11.99 for the set. And I just thought these were so beautiful. So mostly it's just me and sometimes David eating at our table. So I don't know if I'm actually going to use these as napkin rings. I bought these. I thought if I could figure out some way to make a curtain tie back. That was my original intention. So I'm going to play around with these a little bit. If not, they'll make great napkin rings. But I thought there's got to be some way that I can modify this to tie back my curtain. So I'm going to play around and see what I can figure out. But these have a really good realistic quality. They've got the little pine cones on them, and they've got all the mixed greens. So it's like that type up top, and then the fluffier ones at the bottom. I don't know what kind of pine is supposed to be. But I'm going to go ahead and take these out after when I style on my table, because I feel like these could be also fall and winter. I don't feel like they're Christmas specific. So something that is Christmas specific is this Mistletoe Bundle, and I saw this on the internet and fell in love with it. This is so much bigger than any of the other ones I've seen. I do have one, but I'm going to replace it with this one. And what sold me on this was the stems. They made it look like a bunch of stems just tied together. The other ones I have are all kind of just one piece wrapped, and it doesn't have that realistic quality at the bottom. So I loved that. And then I liked the green with the white berries. And this guy was $9.99. And that is not focusing. There you go, in case you want the code off of it. And they do give you a little hook for hanging it. But I think on the website they styled it on a stack of books. They just laid it flat. Now, let's see. I have two more things to show you. I'm going to save the garland for last because that's big. I picked up a set of these trees. Now, I don't know how they offer these in the store, but online you can buy them either single or as a set of all three. So I went ahead and bought the set. And it comes with the large, the medium, and the small. And I actually enjoyed the way these were displayed. They put these under a cloche, and I think that's going to be such a great idea. So I'm going to go to Walmart and see. They used to have a cloche by the brand Libby in the floral aisle, and I'm going to see if they still have it. If they do, I think it's going to be the perfect thing to kind of just go over these and just make a simple display. And the set of three of these, I want to say $11.99. And it came just in a piece of cardboard. They were just kind of like stacked in there. It wasn't like a packaging like the napkin rings. It didn't have the fancy packaging. It was just cardboard. So, I mean, if you were ordering these to gift, you'd have to come up with something. And then finally the garland. So that was the big thing when the collection was brand new last year, the first time it ever came out. The thing I wanted was the garland. They had one with white berries, which they also released again this year. But I went for the one with red. It's not typically me, but I liked it. So I want to show you guys the pine. And they did something a little different here. Instead of doing just the dark green, which is what normal garlands usually are, this one has some mixed green. So it's got the regular green, and then it has some more like lime or chartreuse green to kind of give it a more realistic feel. The stem is wrapped in fabric, and then it's got some red berry branches. And what I thought was cool, these berry branches have thorns on them. So I thought that was just a really pretty touch. Now this is more than a garland you'd get at like Walmart, but I think that the little touches like the thorns and the different colored needles. Oh, it's also got some flocked, maybe pieces of lamb's ear in here. So I think once I lay this out and fluff it, it's going to be adorable. They styled it down the center of a table over that tablecloth that I showed you guys, or the runner. So I'm going to try that, and if not, it'll look great on a hutch or a mantle. And this was $22.99. And you get 6 feet of it. So this one here, I would recommend this if you're not doing a huge area, unless you have the money to blow. If you have money to blow, do whatever you want. But I try and do things on somewhat of a budget. So if I was trying to wrap like one of my big cased openings or my front porch, I bought the Walmart garlands for that because they have a really good Rochester pine one, which I will show you in a later haul. But I want to tell you now, just in case you want to get it. I'll see if I can link it. I don't know if it's online. But you get 9 feet of garland for $6, and once you fluff it, it looks amazing. And that's the one I used in my cased openings last year, and I went ahead and bought some to use on my porch this year. So if you wanted to do it on the cheap, you could, and then you could just buy red floral picks and add them in. But it doesn't have the different colors that this one does, which is kind of a neat touch. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing all the things that I picked from the Hearth and Hand. They had a lot of cute items, and you know, if I wasn't on a budget, I would have gone nuts. But out of the things that they had, this was my selection of what I thought was best to fit in my home. And I hope I gave you guys some ideas. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.